What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? Unfortunately, rapper PnB Rock's name has been added to the list of rappers fatally gunned down in Los Angeles. Amongst that list, Biggie, Pop Smoke, and my man Nipsey Hussle. It's bad out there, fam. The total disregard for life over stuff. Jury, kill that man in cold blood, broad daylight, over some jewelry that he worked for, that he earned the right to wear. We'll get into all of that stuff in a moment. Let me tell you something, fam. There's so many layers to this story, so many people whose lives have been affected by this story. Let me tell you some people whose lives have been affected by this story that nobody's really thinking about. All of those children who come from impoverished backgrounds like myself, who are told on a daily basis, work hard, go to school, make good grades, listen to your parents, and you can make it. You can be anything you want to be. And that's not limited to impoverished kids, but oftentimes kids from the hood who are at risk, it's drilled into them. Work hard, go to school, make good grades. Just do the right thing and you'll be okay. You'll be able to escape this trap. You'll be able to get out. The message it sends to those young people is, even if I do the right thing, even if I do all the right things, I can still end up in a short box. That's the message. They're literally killing the hope of the youth. They're killing their hope. The kids see what's happening. They're watching it like, damn. So you mean to tell me I can go out here and I can do all the right things? I can try to mind my own business like PnB was doing. And this will still happen to me? Now, PnB did an interview with DJ Academics a few weeks before he died. That interview was ominous. In that interview, he pretty much described how he was going to die. Although he did say that they was not going to get him. He talked about a couple of occurrences when he was in LA and dudes, gang members tried to push up on him and punk him, and he wasn't going for it. And, he said he stood up, and they even approached him when he was with his woman. He was with his family. They approached him. Now, I'm going to tell you something, fam. That tongue is mighty. You can literally manifest your condition with that mouth. That tongue is powerful, man. You can manifest what your life is going to be like in a positive way or a negative way with that tongue. That tongue is mighty. Let me tell you how mighty the tongue is. It's so mighty that most of the people that we're walking on right now, before they died, that tongue was loose. That tongue was at war. That tongue was wrestling before they were killed. An argument, what I'm saying is that an argument in almost all these cases ensued before they were killed. At some point, that was an argument. Maybe it wasn't the day that they were killed, but maybe that was an argument a week before, a month before, a day before, hours before, and somebody took it there. That tongue, and I'm telling you something, fam, with the advent of the internet, ooh, man, those tongues are more loose than they've ever been. PnB talked about how he was not going to get hit. It wasn't going to get him. Sometimes, fam, when people talk like that, they can bring pressure, they can bring heat on themselves. Because some of these dudes, a lot of them, they do it for sport even more than they do it for money. They do it for the thrill. Oh, I hit such and such. I got such and such chain. Oh, I knocked off this person. Because their lives are so nothing. Most of these dudes, they don't have any hope themselves. They don't like themselves. They don't love themselves. So they can't possibly love you. They don't respect themselves. So it's easy for them to just knock you down. Oh, he said he can't get hit. Oh, he said we can't get him. Oh, and then they make it their mission to get you when you start talking like that. All these guys I be seeing on the internet talking about come get me, pull up. Why would you want to bring heat on yourself just telling people to pull up? If I really wanted somebody, if I felt like my life was really threatened, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to pull up. The name of the game is the element of surprise. I mean, that's the way you move. It's the element of surprise. Man, you rock them to sleep. Big thing, man, ain't got no problem. Ain't got no problem. Next thing you know, ding, ding, fries and shake. It's over. This dude got murdered over some jewelry. They say that the dude walked up to him and demanded his valuables. And at some point, there was some type of scuffle. Dude pull out the hammer, bang, 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 hit him several times. Now, the police is going to solve this case. Here's why. It was the boldness of it. Broad daylight, going inside of a restaurant while a man is having dinner with his family, with his woman, inside of a restaurant, a popular restaurant at that, and gunning that man down. They're going to get you for that. And the case is way too high profile. It's cameras everywhere. Even if the camera is not on you inside the building that you go into, it's very difficult to move around, park that car anywhere where they ain't got some type of camera on you. The cameras are everywhere. The cameras are placed in so many places. They're situated in so many places. Even when you're looking for them, you're not going to see all of them. They're everywhere. They're going to catch them. The police also put out a statement. They notified the pawn shops to watch out for his jewelry. Whoever stole that jewelry is not going to just go bury it. They're going to try to get some money for it, or they're going to try to wear it. And that will be their undoing. They're going to jail. They are going to get caught. Over some damn jewelry, man. You gonna throw your life away over some fucky ass jewelry? It's jewelry. It's nothing. Jewelry is one of the worst investments anybody can make. You talk about depreciating fast. it depreciates so fast, man. It is a depreciating asset. I don't know why you call it an asset, but it's really more like a liability. Of course, there are certain things that you can buy that holds its value, but most of this stuff is bust down stuff. It has little to no value after you buy it. I mean, once you buy it from the jeweler, gotcha. It's nothing. These guys are going to get caught. They're going to jail for a long time. Somebody, let me tell you something, fam. The police don't have to do a whole lot of work, although they said that they are going to go in on this case. But they don't have to do a whole lot of work. Somebody gonna talk. In the academics video, PnB spoke at length about his desire to be accepted in the hood. So much so that when people from the hood would tell him to pull up, even as a celebrity, he would pull up in the hood 1 deep or 2 deep, no security, but with security, in his words, just to prove to them he was not scared. Fam, if someone told Warren Buffett to pull up in the hood, you think he'll pull up, even at a trailer park? Hey, pull up. You think he's gonna pull up just to prove that he's not afraid? You think he's gonna pull up just to prove that he's not scared of the common folk? Certain places present imminent danger. Why take a chance? Why even take that chance? Like, why pull up to try to prove a point? Now, I can see if you the type of person that move around in the hood, you got family there, whatever. I go to the hood all the time. But I ain't going to prove no point, and I'm not going to hang out on the corner. I'll pull up at my people's house, we're going to chop it up, and then I'm gone. But I'm not pulling up at none of my people's house that get down on the daily, that's out there doing crazy stuff, that's bringing heat on themselves. Because if they bring heat on themselves, they're going to bring heat on me. So I know my people who doing what they're doing, and I let them do their thing, and I make sure I get out of the way. It ain't got nothing to do with being scared. Don't let nobody trick you out of your position like that. Telling you, oh, you scared. Man, fuck them chumps. Only a fool would say something like that. Only a fool would expect you to roll the dice with your life like that, with your career like that. If you work to get out of the hood, to get off the streets, why are you going back to the streets? It don't make sense. PnB had nothing to prove. He seemed like a solid dude to me. Seemed like he didn't really have anything to prove. The people that you're trying to prove things to, they're the people who you least need to prove something to. You don't owe them anything. And most of them don't want to see you have anything anyway. Most of them be dry hating anyway. You know you owe? Your children. You owe that woman that you made a commitment to. Perhaps you owe your mother and your father something. You want to take care of your family. Perhaps you feel that you have an obligation to do that. But you don't owe some random ass street dude nothing. Let them niggas be hard by themselves. They want to be hard. They want to be street. They want to hang out on the cut and act tough. Let them do that shit by themselves. There's some dudes in the hood. They in the hood and they good. They good dudes. We can chop it up all day. But I'm not getting out on the corner and being caught up in all of this madness and standing out on the corner to prove that I'm a real dude. When it can go down at any moment. The police can roll up at any moment, jump out, do whatever at any moment. I can get caught up in a drive-by at any moment. I can get caught up in anything at any moment. Why would I do that to myself? I know what a hot spot is. That's why I don't go there. I drive right around it. I ain't got nothing to prove. I got my stripes. The only type of person who would remotely think I have something to prove is someone who just don't know. And that's okay. That gives me an advantage. So if they cross that line, I'm going to give them everything they're looking for. The only type of person who would remotely think you have something to prove is someone who don't know. Someone whose opinion, not just to you, but to society at large, is insignificant. Someone who is stuck. Someone who is not going anywhere in life. And they want to make sure that you don't go anywhere in life. So you gotta watch the company you keep and get out of the way of these crash dummies, because the crash dummy is going to crash into something. Your job is to make sure it doesn't crash into you. R.I.P. PnB. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?